अगर किसी को
या
एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बनना, स्टिल दे आर वाचिंग शार्क टैंक।
सब
कुछ
लोग
ना
देखते हैं,
कि कुछ
करेक्ट।
ना कुछ दे विल गेट टू नो, कुछ ना कुछ उनको सीखने को
करेक्ट।
मिलेगा। दैट जेन जी एंड जेन अल्फा, दे आर वेरी स्मार्ट कि उनको अपना टाइम कहाँ पे डाइल्यूट करना है। इफ दे आर कंज्यूमिंग कंटेंट, दे वांट कि कुछ नॉलेजेबल हमें मिले। इफ यू आर नॉलेजेबल अबाउट समथिंग, अगर किसी भी चीज की आपको नॉलेज है, तो यू शुड शेयर दैट, और उस चीज के बारे में यू शुड टॉक। सो हाय आरुषि, वेलकम टू आवर चैनल मुस्कान ऑन एयर। Let me tell you, you are the first female guest on our channel. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. What a lovely feeling to hear that.
I'm seriously super duper excited and happy to talk to you right now. Very basic question is, how are you and how's your life going nowadays?
I'm doing okay. Life is great in a few departments and still working on a few other departments.
COP28. Let me
Yeah.
start with this particular point. It was a conference for climate change
Yes.
issues. कौन से लोग वहां पर आए, किन किन टॉपिक्स पे वहां पर बातें हुई, आपको कैसा लगा पर्सनली वहां पर जाकर? प्लीज शेयर दैट एक्सपीरियंस, क्योंकि ये एक वैसी चीज है जिसमें आई बिलीव सबको दे शुड नो अबाउट इट, सबको नॉलेज होनी चाहिए।
डेफिनेटली। सो हर साल यूएन के काफी सारे क्लाइमेट चेंज कॉन्फ्रेंसेस होते हैं। देयर आर
Yes.
लॉट्स ऑफ एग्रीमेंट्स दैट आर साइंड बिटवीन डिफरेंट कंट्रीज टू मेक श्योर कि धरती का जो ग्लोबल टेम्परेचर है वो एक सर्टेन लिमिट पे रहे या एक सर्टेन स्लो ग्रोथ से ही बढ़े, और इतना तेजी से ना बढ़े जितना वो आजकल बढ़ रहा है। इट्स जस्ट वन एस्पेक्ट, बट पूरे वर्ल्ड में जो कि इट एम्स टू प्रोवाइड सैनिटेशन, टेक केयर ऑफ वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, हेल्थ, रिमूव पॉवर्टी, प्रोवाइड एजुकेशन, सो ऐसे करके मल्टीपल गोल्स। सो जो इस बार का जो COP28 क्लाइमेट कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ था, दैट हैपेंड एट इन दुबई, and which I think was for me a beautiful entry into how these conferences work,
Sure.
because दुबई में टी करके एक जगह है, एंड एक्सपो सिटी इन इटसेल्फ इज सच अ ग्रैंड लोकेशन जहाँ पे काफी बड़े बड़े इवेंट्स होते हैं, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस होते हैं, एग्जीबिशंस होते हैं। सो यू नो, टू हैव दिस कॉन्फ्रेंस देयर वाज आई थिंक लाइक सोने पे सुहागा, एंड यू नो उनके ऑलरेडी उनकी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इतना अमेजिंग है, एंड बट विद रिगार्ड्स टू दिस पर्टिकुलर कॉन्फ्रेंस, दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम दैट दे हैव बीन एबल टू रेज अराउंड $55 billion to mitigate climate change. तो अब तक का सबसे highest fundraising event यही रहा है. Most importantly, it was very thrilling to see कि उनकी, so every day we had different sessions which were taken by not just delegates but also like subject matter experts. So and these experts were from different fields, because ultimately जब हम sustainable development की बात करते हैं तो आप सिर्फ एक्टिविज्म पे फोकस नहीं कर सकते कि चलो सड़क पे जाके नारे लगाते कि धरती को बचाओ, एंड उससे तो कुछ होने नहीं वाला है। इनके बहुत सारे सेशंस थे जो मैंने अटेंड किए थे। सम ऑफ देम वर ऑन बिल्डिंग इको फ्रेंडली सिटीज, सो लाइक क्लाइमेट स्मार्ट एग्रीकल्चर पे भी बहुत फोकस था कि कौन से क्रॉप्स हैं जो हमें ग्रो करने चाहिए और कैसे टाइप का खाना हमें खाना चाहिए जिससे ओवरऑल क्लाइमेट हमारा फुटप्रिंट, कार्बन फुटप्रिंट कम रहे। सो मिलेट्स इज वन एग्जांपल, एंड वहां पे मिलेट्स को भी काफी प्रमोट किया था अगर मैं इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बात करूं, बिकॉज मिलेट इज अ क्लाइमेट रेजिलिएंट क्रॉप। मतलब कि वो अगर पानी बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब अगर इफ देयर इज अ फ्लड, सो इट विल सस्टेन दैट। अगर ड्रॉट है, मतलब पानी बिल्कुल नहीं है, वो तब भी अलाइव रहता है क्रॉप, एंड इट टेक्स वेरी लेस वाटर टू यू नो ग्रो। सो मतलब उसका मेंटेनेंस बहुत कम है, व्हिच इज व्हाई इट मेक्स इट अ क्लाइमेट रेजिलिएंट क्रॉप, एंड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली हमारे लिए हेल्दी भी है। देन देयर वाज अ सेशन आई अटेंडेड बाय सदगुरु एज वेल, हु वाज रिप्रेजेंटिंग इंडिया देयर, and he spoke on the importance of the planet and how our body and mind is completely connected with the earth. कि दोनों में क्या symbiotic relationship है, how one affects the other, you know, and beautiful meditation session. There was a session on sustainable fashion as well, कि आप फास्ट फैशन प्रमोट ना करें, आप इको फ्रेंडली मटेरियल्स पहने जो आपकी कंट्री के लिए लोकल हैं। एंड मोदी जी had also come. He spoke about how India is right now Asia's largest solar power, and we have the largest solar power park in Modhera in Gujarat. इतनी amazing हमारी subsidies आ चुकी हैं अभी solar power के लिए and electric vehicles के लिए भी. So there was one session on mobility as well. So how are you going to navigate, you know, between petrol and EV cars? Event was so beautifully expressed. Like, you know, there was a there was a huge hub for every single department, which was created specifically for the conference. There was climate finance, there was renewable energy, there was lots of things. तो हर एक हब के अंदर अलग अलग स्टॉल्स थे, अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज थे. स्कूल बच्चों को, दुबई के जो स्कूल किड्स हैं उनको रोज लाया जा रहा था. इट वाज आई थिंक फॉर 12 or 13 days the whole conference. I was there for 4 days and उनको लाया जा रहा था हर रोज स्कूल किड्स को to teach them about all of this, and from farming to textile to development. So I think that was and how to they really worked this time. For the first time they've also worked on not just fundraising but also fund allocation, building a framework for how this much money is to be spent.
Also, you interviewed Mr. Greg Jackson. Did I spell the word right?
Yes.
How was that experience, and what was that particular questions that you asked him?
I asked him about, so he runs a company on renewable energy, which is called Octopus Energy. And he's been doing wonderful work in, and it's based out of the UK, but he's been doing wonderful work in Africa as well, where he's providing electricity to these random villages in countries like Sierra Leone, जहाँ पे बिल्कुल कोई scope ही नहीं है बिजली का या कुछ भी नहीं. He's put up his panels there. He is empowering villages. He's not just somebody who's exploiting the lower strata of society. So he's actually working on uplifting them. And what I liked about him was कि उनका जो session था, like there were 4-5 other people with him on the panel, and he was so to the point about everything that he wanted to convey. Sort of, he had clear steps in his head on how climate change can be battled. And when I interviewed him, I asked him about EVs. So because abhi next future in mobility, there is a debate between electric vehicles and hydrogen powered cars. Both of them are, equally, they're gaining equal amount of traction. So we need to decide which one is actually better and what is the right balance between fuel, EV and hydrogen powered cars. So because it can't be all EV or all hydrogen, ultimately there has to be a balance. So I asked him about his take on that, and he again had like a very nice, answer to give. And then I spoke to him about how India's solar manufacturing industry is quite reliant on, other Southeast Asian countries जिनसे हम photovoltaic cells हम import करते हैं to make the panels. So I asked him about what he thinks about manufacturing it in India itself, and how we can navigate, like how India as a country can navigate not just its foreign relations and trade relations, but also promote its Make in India initiative. Because currently solar is quite expensive to, manufacture.
Right.
So yeah, and he was very helpful with whatever doubts I had. And I wasn't interviewing him in a complete professional capacity, but it was great to be able to get some bites from him.
I think that short conversation was very knowledgeable. Plus it was, I saw your video and I was like, great.
And I run a news company, so I mean, I'm always curious about what people think about a lot of social issues that we have, because today everybody has an opinion. इतने debates होते हैं, इतनी opinions होते हैं, तो मुझे एक अच्छा opinion form करने के लिए I feel what's important is to just hear different people's perspectives.
Right.
चाहे वो किसी, and in fact that's how a lot of the panels were also designed at COP. Like, that's why they had people from different walks of life. You had an activist there, you had a local Arabi person there, you had somebody from, you had business owners there, and you had grassroots level workers as well. And you had educators also, like professors and things like that, people from the government as well. So tabhi hamare liye as an audience, it becomes a wholesome experience to learn.
I was about to talk about your news company, but you mentioned it. Please tell about that. कितने साल से you are running that? You started in 2019.
Yeah. So it's been 5 years, and we run a news website basically, and we have a team of journalists globally who curate the news for us. And we also have part-time content writers on board who take care of, non-news columns like travel ho gaya, lifestyle ho gaya, that kind of stuff. And we have about 40 columns online. We have monthly readership million. We also have a tie-up with lots of PR agencies that want to get in touch with us to advertise their press releases. if there is a new product in the market, or if there is a new service somebody wants to provide, whether it's in legal or travel or multiple things. So like we have a huge array of advertorial content as well. And and we didn't want to be like a typical like newspaper or a news website, because we've till now, I think the most important thing I need to talk about is that we've stayed away from clickbait news. Like हम लोग ने कभी ये नहीं डाला कि किसी एक्ट्रेस ने एयरपोर्ट पे क्या पहना या किसी एक्ट्रेस ने जिम में क्या पहना. And I'm not saying it's wrong to cover those things. I am saying, like, of course everybody has different interests, right? There might be a fashion stylist in studying in NIFT who wants to know about these things, but I'm seeing an unhealthy obsession with it. When अगर आपकी वो किसी काम की चीज नहीं है तो फिर हम वो चीज नहीं डालना चाहते हैं. And we've not done content on like those typical Bollywood gossip news, or not just Bollywood, even political gossipy articles. We've stayed away from that kind of content, because what we are noticing is that Gen Z and Gen Alpha today are very interested in productive things. Right. उनको they're actually very clean in their head, and they're very clear, like कि हमें ये इन चीजों पे focus करना है. They're very sorted. They're very compartmentalized in their things कि अच्छा हम टेक में हमें ये चीजें सीखनी है, हमें business models बनाना सीखना है. And if somebody wants to pick a lawyer, they look at a legal column, try to get as much info from there as possible. So we have that, which is why we've not that's not the only reason why we have 40 categories, but it's also like variety is the spice of life. But we want to provide variety in the right way. Like we don't need to cover gossip stories to या किसकी शादी कहाँ हुई, but just to bring spice into people's life. We do that by covering a lot of interesting articles on wildlife in Africa, or like very offbeat travel destinations, and log Italy जाते हैं, they talk about Rome and Milan and stuff, but they don't talk about Puglia, which is like southern Italy, or Sicily and Sardinia. So stories like that. And we have such a wonderful team of journalists who've actually not just traveled the world, but who have at least 20 years of journalistic experience working with Discovery Channel, Nat Geo, and they've actually filmed these wildlife documentaries we see on TV. So उनकी expertise, जब हम किसी animal की history के बारे में बात करते हैं, evolution के बारे में, या हम किसी space के physics के astrophysics के बारे में बात करते हैं, so those columns get a lot of traction with us.
Also, Arushi, I feel ये clickbait वाला trend, Gen Z and Gen Alpha are not at all interested in चीजों में. Like not at all. या तो they want quality knowledge, जिससे generally उनको कुछ knowledge मिले, कुछ नया जानने को मिले, कोई discovery type या something जिसके बारे में they are completely unaware.
Correct. And most importantly, I've seen कि a lot of them Insta पे जो random feed में उनके पास जो reels आते हैं, so they actually make the point to mark not interested there, so that उनको ऐसी so they've actually become very conscious of how they are consuming content. So they want to listen to educative podcasts. They want to, and they might not necessarily be looking to build a startup or something. ये नहीं कि वो कोई motivation या inspiration के लिए चीजें देखते हैं, but it's sure, like it's just the fact that they are not interested. उनको excite करना है अगर आपको, तो आपको बड़ी-बड़ी चीजों के बारे में बात करना पड़ेगा. It's as simple as that.
Arushi, I have seen that there's a lot of change in this whole concept. Earlier, it was all about this clickbait type news. कि अच्छा, we got a gossip. But right now, people are more into knowledge. Even though, for example, we'll give an example of Shark Tank. अगर किसी को entrepreneur नहीं बनना, still they are watching Shark Tank. कुछ ना कुछ they will get to know. कुछ ना कुछ उनको सीखने को मिलेगा.
इनफैक्ट डिनर टेबल कॉन्वर्सेशंस कितनी इम्प्रूव हुई हैं लोगों के घरों में. एंड जितना जब भी मैं अपने फ्रेंड्स से बात करती हूँ, सो दे और इफ आई एम गोइंग टू माय फ्रेंड्स होम्स फॉर डिनर एंड लंच, एंड आई हैव सीन हाउ द कॉन्वर्सेशन, लाइक इफ आई हैव अ फ्रेंड फ्रॉम लाइक से 10 years, तो मैं उनके घर अब जब जाती हूँ बात करने, सो द कॉन्वर्सेशंस आर डिफरेंट नाउ विद इवन देयर पेरेंट्स. So because they know how to interact with us better, because they are watching the same shows as their kids. Like my mother finished Game of Thrones much before I did.
Oh, and this was something new.
And she's a full-time employee, like, she's the vice president for HR and operations at a telecom
Great.
company. And so I'm saying she actually does not have like a lot of free time, but still she, took the time out to watch these things. And because she likes to be up to date with what the kids are watching. And ये fitness में इतना interest है Gen Z, Gen Alpha को. They are very conscious of screen time, the kind of food they are eating. अभी organic की तरफ वापस से एक लहर आ गई है.
Right.
So these are things that, and this is the information they are getting from digital media only. But honestly, now I think the challenge is कि information का overdose हो गया है. So how do you now start implementing it in your life?
Right.
कि क्योंकि सब हम रोज बैठ के इतने हम रील्स देखते हैं ऑन हेल्दी लिविंग या फिर ऑन प्रोडक्टिविटी हैक्स और ये सब, but how much of it are we actually able to apply in our real life? अगर आप apply नहीं करो, then it's just all of this info that you're consuming is just going to be a dinner table
Waste.
conversation for you.
Right.
Or like a party chit chat.
That Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they are very smart कि उनको अपना टाइम कहाँ पे dilute करना है. They are not going to waste it. If they are consuming content, so they want कि कुछ knowledgeable हमें मिले ताकि वो आगे भी help करें.
Correct.
Okay, Arushi, you have also met our Honorable Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah ji.
Yeah.
So how was that experience and what was your personal opinion as a person? What did you felt about him?
So I went in with I was obviously very nervous because I haven't met such kind of dignitaries as such in life. So I mean, I met a few, but not somebody with his stature, and and also he's known to be a very a very strict person when it comes to work and everything, which is much needed for his domain. But when I met him, he was so kind. And he was so sweet, he was just smiling the whole time. And the moment I entered the room, I sat down and he asked me, I said, "Namaste, sir." And he said, "Kya naam hai aapka? And kya karte ho aap?" And I told him, "Sir, meri news company hai, ye hai." And then, the first thing he asked me was, "Revenue kitna hai?"
Oh,
so
great.
I said, yeah. And that was such a refreshing change for me because, otherwise everybody's just asking random questions in the company, but nobody talks about the specifics.
Revenue.
So, yeah, relevant things. So when I told him, he said, ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया, अभी इसको monthly आपको 1 CR तक लेके जाना है. And I said, "Sir, monthly?"
Nice.
And he said, हाँ, बिल्कुल लेके जाना है, आपके इंडस्ट्री में तो ये कुछ भी नहीं है. And that gave me such an important perspective कि अभी तो मैंने बस शुरू किया है.
Start किया है.
He gave me a goal. He gave me in fact, he even gave me a direction on how to get there. And he was very happy with the fact कि, that I told him, "Sir, मैंने BTech किया." And I think he asked me कि आपने क्या पढ़ा है? And then I told him कि, "Sir, मैंने BTech किया है either say and BIT say." And he was very impressed कि BTech grads are getting into startups. And he was very happy about the fact that and also I was about to get married in a couple of months when I had met him. So my dad was also around and he said कि sir अभी इनकी शादी होने वाली है. But he just said अच्छा. He didn't focus on that part. He just focused on my career and my work. And which to me was so heartening because usually with girls of across generations, it's not just my generation or our mother's generation, but across generation, it's like when a girl is about to get married, that's all that people talk about. And मुझे ये भी याद है कि that entire year लोगों ने मुझसे सिर्फ उसके बारे में बातें करी हैं. And मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि वो गलत है, मतलब मुझे भी बहुत खुशी हो रही थी कि I'm getting married to the love of my life, and I loved talking about him and my marriage. But it took way too much of center stage for those 2 years, and people completely forgot that I'm a businesswoman as well. I've won a couple of awards. So, that in that phase to hear somebody from, imagine his generation, talk about my work more than my personal life was amazing. वो जो हम उनके बारे में पढ़ते हैं अखबारों में कि is very uptight, ये वो, it's all rubbish. And even people around us were telling कि आपसे तो बहुत अच्छे से बात करी उन्होंने, and and that shows how he knows how to distinguish between somebody who's interacting with him for work and somebody who's just a fan and wants to meet him. So
Got it.
like yeah, and he knows how to, and he was so motivating, and like I said, gave me a target, and the fact that he took out the time, it was like I think रात के एकदम 9 बज रहे थे. He was just about to leave for the airport, but when his security team told him कि sir एक बच्ची है उसको आपसे मिलना है 5 मिनट, so he literally made everybody wait, and he said ठीक है मैं मिल के जाऊंगा. So he gave me that time, and for me that was very special because people don't just meet ऐसे before a flight and after a hectic day.
Also, you discussed your degree with him, right?
Yeah, so he was very happy कि बीटेक के बच्चे business में हैं, and stuff like that. So that was nice.
The thing is कि politicians के बारे में there are so many rumors, right? कि वो
Yeah.
ऐसे होते हैं या वो ऐसे होते हैं.
Yeah.
But somebody like you meeting them in personal and then telling about them is like we can say we can trust on that.
Yeah, because ultimately these are the stories that I feel connect with people also. And
Right.
media में लोगों को इतना demonize करते हैं, especially मुझे लगता है right wing politicians को इतना demonize करते हैं media में, that it's only when they interact with people, with the common people, you get to know the truth. And that is why I say कि जब आप, and I've met a couple of other celebrities after him as well, or famous people, and मैं इसीलिए हर बार अपने caption proper description लिखती हूँ, because I like to express like my experience. I want to be expressive about it, because like I said कि it's our job. अगर हम मिल रहे हैं किसी से, अगर हमारे पास कोई platform है to talk about the truth, so why not, and it's our job then to sort of, I wouldn't say job, but I would say part of our duty to at least clarify some misconceptions if we can.
अर्शी, व्हाट इज दिस रीजन कि किसी भी पॉलिटिकल लीडर को या कोई भी अगर कोई फेमस पर्सनालिटी है तो उसको डिमीन करना इज लाइक अ ट्रेंड?
The reason is politics, and the reason is TRP. So यही दो reasons हैं, because either the opposition will try to bring you down, or you will realize that as a platform you are getting more TRP by insulting somebody, and you're getting more traction. And I'll tell you, इसमें सबसे बड़ी गलती मीडिया वालों की नहीं है, हमारी है as consumers. It is our fault as news readers or as news consumers कि जब टीवी पे इतने अनप्रोडक्टिव बेकार से पैनल्स होते हैं कि बेचारे लेट सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की मृत्यु क्यों हुई, तो मतलब उसमें इतने वो नहीं, डिबेट जरूरी है, बट वो लोग हर जगह से चिल्लाए जा रहे हैं, और किस टॉपिक पे, जबकि वो हमारा काम ही नहीं है ना. मतलब CBI and other organizations are doing their job. So why are we indulging in something so unproductive? And the reason they do it is because they know that the whole country wants to know, and the whole country wants to indulge in अरबाज खान की शादी किससे हुई. So the main thing is कि हम लोग जब तक अपना consumer pattern change नहीं करेंगे, तब तक मीडिया या कोई भी इंडस्ट्री उस चीज का फायदा उठाती ही रहेगी. They are getting great money from our engagement. आप सोशल मीडिया पे कमेंट सेक्शन ही देख लो, उस पे दुनिया भर लड़ती रहती है बस कि या तो मोदी वर्सेस राहुल या कुछ और, कि शाहरुख वर्सेस सलमान या जो भी. And ultimately the only person profiting there are the people you're talking about, number one. And number two, the channel which has uploaded that content. They are getting more engagement. उनको उससे पैसे मिलते हैं.
Arushi, you feel कि Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they are little less interested in these gossips या unproductive type of चीजें. आगे जाके शायद ये चीजें कुछ हद तक कम हो, क्योंकि जो consumers हैं, if they are not ready, they are not happy to consume that, तो फिर इनका valid point रहेगा नहीं.
Honestly, it will only depend on how Mark Zuckerberg changes social media when he brings everything to the metaverse. Because ultimately, जब अभी हमारे पास काफी easy है हमारे लिए to just bashing somebody, some celebrity, but going forward, until and unless you don't have like cyber laws in place, and until and unless the user interface allows you to do other happy, exciting things on social media as well, this will still continue, because this is a global issue, not just a generational issue. So abhi jaise abhi now Facebook and Instagram is definitely going to go into the metaverse in a couple of years. It's in fact already started. So abhi metaverse में हमारे पास और भी exciting experiences हैं, जहाँ पे हम अपने घर के comfort से बैठ के virtual reality के through we can travel to Europe, इंडिया में बैठ के, and we can, our avatar can actually go there, see everything, get those exciting experiences and come back. So until and unless you don't have such kind of exciting things available, people will still continue to seek excitement from gossip.
Right.
Gen Z has gone to Western countries में, for example, America में, which used to be considered the homeland of opportunities or the most developed country in the world. आप आज वहाँ के educational institutions को देखो, वो सिर्फ protest का एक ground बन चुकी है. वहाँ पे classes कम, protest ज्यादा होती हैं. Gun violence देख लो, कोई भी किसी के ऊपर भी गन चला रहा है. आप होमलेसनेस देख लो आजकल. मतलब मैं यूएस में रह चुकी हूँ 1 साल, and I was very young. I was just 14 years old, but it was enough to form opinions about the country. And अब जो मैं videos देखती हूँ, वहाँ फुटपाथ पे लोग सो रहे हैं, and it is ऐसा लगता है कि आप किसी slum में आ गए हो. Lot of areas in America have now become like that because they have not been able to manage their populations, mental health, physical health, policy driven decisions and what not. And वहाँ के कॉलेज के बच्चे अभी सिर्फ दंगे करते हैं, या तो कैंपस में या ऑनलाइन. उनका एक यही प्रॉब्लम है कि वो इतनी जल्दी एक्सट्रीम हो रहे हैं एंड इतने एक्सट्रीम ओपिनियंस फॉर्म कर रहे हैं दैट दे हैव बिकम क्लोज माइंडेड. इतने सारे आजकल पॉडकास्ट इतने ज्यादा वायरल जाते हैं. It's great that you're also doing this, and I see a lot of Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They're so much smarter than us, than millennials, and they're doing such an amazing job by actually just staying in their lane. Self-improvement podcast सुन रहे हैं. That's a great refreshing change.
You took sustainable switch challenge. तो वो कहाँ से आपको वो किक कहाँ से आई कि चलो मेरे को ये करना है, और वो घर से आपने स्टार्टिंग की या कहाँ से आपने स्टार्ट कहाँ से किया?
मैंने एक्चुअली सस्टेनेबिलिटी 4 साल पहले शुरू करी थी, एक सस्टेनेबल लाइफस्टाइल लीड करना. तो ड्यूरिंग कोविड 2020, बिकॉज हम तब घर पे बंद थे और मेरे पास टाइम था काफी ज्यादा टू रिसर्च अबाउट दिस. एंड एक तो है कि लाइक एवर सिंस आई वाज अ किड आई हैव बीन वेरी अवेयर ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज. मैं जब भी कॉलेज, मेरे स्कूल में जब भी वो कंपटीशन या पोस्टर कंपटीशन वगैरह होता था, so I would always draw only some scenario related to environment or paint something related to that. तो मैं बचपन से I've been very aware of it, and my mom is a lot into like gardening. My nana was also so much into like gardening and agriculture and things like that, farming. So मुझे एक inherent respect for nature and agriculture शुरू से ही था. But वही है ना कि I could never act on it till I finished college and till I left my corporate job. And जब मैंने startup शुरू किया and जब COVID हुआ, तो तब मुझे घर पे जब मैं फ्री बैठी थी कुछ टाइम के लिए, कि चलो सुबह से शाम काम कर ले, अब हम फ्री, अब क्या किया जाए, बाहर दोस्तों से तो मिल नहीं सकते. Then I started reading about climate change, climate action, हम क्या क्या कर सकते हैं घर बैठे बैठे. And in fact there was a very interesting show on Netflix. To be honest, that was my tipping point, like which कि चलो research तो हो गया, अब execute करना है. उस शो का मैं एग्जैक्ट नाम भूल रही हूँ, बट उसमें बेसिकली दिस वन स्टूडेंट, he wants to, I think he's a Harvard student, and he wants to become the president of America or something, and he's contesting the elections, and then he has a friend who's campaigning for him and all, and she's quite popular in like that city because she's been leading a zero waste life at home, and वो अपना सारा कचरा एक छोटे से जार में कलेक्ट करती थी. So कि जितना भी उसने वेस्ट जनरेट किया है, so she would lead almost, which would generate almost no waste. तो I would say बस एक इतने साइज का बस जार, और वो इसमें अपना सारा करके रखती थी. So मुझे वो चीज बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग और इंट्रीगिंग लगी कि okay, this is something I can do. So I also then घर पे started मैंने body wash, shampoo immediately मैंने बंद किया. I started using coffee powder and things just to take a bath. I started using orange peel ka powder to take a bath. Hair wash ke liye I started using that shika ka powder. Then I started using that for ghar ki like the law and everything as well. Then I stopped buying junk food in, plastic packets. I
Got it.
still had like snacks, but only those which were packed in, tin boxes or like which is basically reusable. I started doing a lot of gardening. I started growing veggies at home. So एक एक करके वो मतलब चलते गया, and then I stopped using plastic के वो कुछ भी like either bottles or at least at home, or like those cutlery जो होती है बाहर हम जाते हैं तो वो चाट वाले के पास मिलती है जो, तो वो सब मैंने बंद कर दिया. प्लास्टिक स्ट्रॉ completely बंद कर दिया. अपना खुद से मैं घर से to carry my own straw and everything. And I really reduced online shopping. Like, I wouldn't say it's completely zero, but I got it down from like 100% to 10%. Because and वो 10% भी अब इसलिए है because a lot of the sustainable things I use at home, they aren't available offline.
Right.
छोटे startups के हैं, and they just sell online. So, that kind of stuff. And then I stopped buying. 5 साल पहले ही I stopped buying clothes from ये H&M वगैरह जो कि एकदम fast fashion type के brands हैं. So, I started buying kurtis. I have always worn kurtis and cotton stuff, but अब it was, I started buying that even more now. So basically lots and lots of changes like that. And then I realized कि यार मैं इतना सब कर रही हूँ. It's been like, 4-5 महीने हो गए. So why don't I start talking about it? And that's when I realized कि Instagram hai, and let's just put content. I also realized as the founder of a news company, you need to have digital presence.
Right.
So and not because आपको कुछ अपना कोई personal brand बनाना है. That is just a consequence. To be honest, I always say personal branding should never be the main goal. It should always be a consequence of something solid that you have already done. So it was mostly for the fact that credibility.
What I feel is, if you are knowledgeable about something, अगर किसी भी चीज की आपको नॉलेज है तो you should share that, और उस चीज के बारे में you should talk. For example, आपने सस्टेनेबल आपने ये चैलेंज लिया, लेकिन to take that challenge, और अगर आप वो खुद तक रखते, it's better कि आप उसको शेयर करो ताकि 2-4 और लोग उसके बारे में नॉलेज पा सके और खुद को एजुकेटेड कर सके.
So when I started blogging about this and creating content, I realized people are suddenly actually interested in this. तो मुझे initially था कि मैं ही बस भाषण देते रहूंगी and articles लिख people are not even going to get affected. But when they started seeing all the green, eco-friendly, organic, aesthetic stuff on my feed, तब उनको naturally, they started getting interested in it. And after that, it just became a lifestyle because honestly, like I realized another reason why I started blogging is because I realized कि एक इंसान के करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. अगर if I really care about how much plastic is into our landfills, then I cannot be the only one trying to solve the problem. I need to build a community or find the existing community of people who are living an eco-friendly life and sort of try and collaborate as much as I can to guide people on how we can, on the small things we can do at home. To make sure that at least our role is taken care of when it comes to climate action. बाकी तो businesses and governments काम कर रही हैं already, but हम क्या कर रहे हैं? तो it's a two-way street. And after that, I started working with, so because my reach started going up, and then I had become like a part-time content creator basically during COVID itself. And then I started working with brands. So I remember, I think the first brand I got was like a wooden chopping board. So for cutting things. So then I did a video like while making Thai curry, and I used that chopping board to sort of cut my veggies and everything. So uske baad I worked with bunch of global and national brands as well. And I was very conscious about the fact that I'm not, and I got so many offers too, and lots of like monetary offers as well to promote beauty products, and and when I say beauty products, I mean बहुत सारे वो chemical वाले which is in plastic tubes. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't use all of them. Of course, 1 or 2 things हम सभी use करते हैं. I use lipstick as well, but I'm not sitting and hoarding on it. The problem is that and I don't need to advertise this because chemical products are already out there. And what needs advertisement are these smaller business owners or big multinational corporations that are working hard on changing their entire operation line. Like Aditya Birla Group के साथ मैंने एक video किया था, and it's remarkable the kind of work they are doing in their factories to make sure that they are almost carbon neutral in the next couple of years. I'm conscious about the message I'm trying to put forward because, you know, I know that I'm not a model. I'm not somebody who can dance on like TikTok or trending audios. But at least the one thing people will get from my page is credible information at least.
See, Gen Z and Gen Alpha will love your profile because the knowledge you have in it, I'm saying this to my audience, you should visit. Link will be in the description. I'm sure that you will be happy receiving good knowledge. You met Tejasvi Surya sir, right?
Yeah.
तो उनसे भी you talked about the same topic पे आपने बात की या उनसे conversation was different?
No, उनके साथ it was different. So it was a organized event. Like it was a proper event which happened in Nagpur. And Tejas Surya ji was coming to Nagpur to meet. Anna was coming to Nagpur to meet. No, he was coming to Nagpur for a BJP event. And उस event के just एक दो दिन पहले he said कि I want to meet all the content creators who are based out of Nagpur. So सबको बुलाओ and let's meet at a cafe. And it was actually his idea. So because also he wanted to encourage young voters to, you know, go cast their vote. And first time voters, he wanted to encourage them to make a voter ID and stuff like that. So he wanted to interact with the content creators so that we can put the message out there for him. So not for him specifically, but in general to get the youth excited about democracy and elections because it's such a major event, you know, in India. तो जब वो हुआ, so I think so he's also the president of the BJYM, right? He's not just a member of parliament. So जो भारतीय जनता का युवा मोर्चा है, youth wing के भी वो president हैं. So उनका जो नागपुर wing था, they reached out to me saying, you know, we want you to come and because you're one of the content creators here. So about 20 of us, I think, were there, and he spoke to everybody individually about, like, for those few seconds about what kind of content we create. And he was very inquisitive about, you know, like, हम exactly content create करके हमें मिलता क्या है? And is it a legitimate profession or not? Like, for me, it's just a part-time thing and I do make good money out of it. But there were a lot of other people there on that table who are doing this full-time. And so he was very interested to know कि हम कैसा type का और हमने इस particular content को क्यों choose किया. Like, there were food bloggers, there were news bloggers, there were sustainability bloggers like myself, and there were history bloggers. So he, or rather influencers. So he spoke to us about that, and then about how we collaborate with brands. Then पूरा उन्होंने वो chain of line पूछी कि exactly क्या क्या होता है. Then he spoke to us about one more thing. He said, I think, yeah. Then he asked us कि आपके problems क्या है इस industry में? What are the issues that you're facing also as content creators? And what is it that, you know, sort of we can do to support you and to support the creator economy. He's very good at remembering names. He'll, you know, like इतने सारे लोगों से, like I was one of the second or third person to introduce myself, and then he spoke to like 20 more people. But he came back to me like later, you know, when we were discussing something else, like he was saying कि अच्छा मुझे, he was giving some task based है आप सबसे, तो कैसे आप who's going to carry this out? And also, I was just giving some idea. And then he said, okay, Arushi, so you take care of this part. So he remembered my name, you know, after like talking to 20 other people. So he is very sharp and he knows exactly what to extract from which group of people and how it can be a mutually beneficial, you know, cooperation. ये नहीं कि बस one way. And you know, he was so easy to talk to. Like बहुत ही chill, बिल्कुल हमारे generation के इंसान थे, वो लग रहे थे, वो है भी, I mean, kind of. So he's not very old. So you know, it felt like we were just talking to this young person, young successful person. He didn't have that political sort of thing in him कि हम किसी outsider से बात कर रहे हैं. And I think that was the best part, that he sort of brought himself down to our level and spoke and interacted. And he has a good sense of humor also. He was cracking jokes as well. तो बहुत अच्छा था, fun था.
Means instead of just ऊपर ऊपर से बातें पूछना, he went deeply into that. हर एक चीज को समझना. राइट.
वो वही चीज अच्छी लगी that he was not interested in our content, he was interested in the profession in itself, कि
राइट.
इससे होता क्या है, ऐसे कैसे बनाते हो इस चीज से. And then he also knew what to extract from us, that as content creators we have an audience, so we can put the word out there to vote and stuff like that. And not once did he talk about BJP or BJYM or left wing or right wing, nothing. You know, it was a very fun conversation, nothing political about it. And he didn't even say कि आप अगर कुछ डाल रहे हो post, तो then tell people to vote for me or tell people to vote for
राइट.
Gadkari ji, who's our MP from Nagpur. He didn't say कि Kamal का photo डालो or something. You know, he just said encourage people to be excited about democracy. That's all he said, which I really liked, because he is from a party and he still didn't expect anything in that direction.
इसी से रिलेटेड आई हैव अ वेरी जेन्युइन क्वेश्चन टू यू, और ये बाकी सब भी जानने के लिए दे आर क्यूरियस कि यू हैव मेट सो मेनी पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स, सो एज अ पर्सन व्हाट डिड यू फेल्ट कि आर दे सेम, या फिर बहुत बार यू कैन से कंट्रोवर्सीज में आके या मीडिया में वट एवर इट इज, तो बहुत बार ना डिमीन कर देते हैं पर्सनैलिटी को. सो पर्सन वाइज व्हाट डिड यू फेल्ट?
या डिमीन आई थिंक हर इंडस्ट्री में सभी को करते हैं. एंड यू नो, आई हैव नाउ कम टू द इनिशियल, लाइक आई एम generally a very sensitive person. So you know, whether it's good or bad, I don't know, but I'm sensitive to everything, whether it's to people's words or energy or like what somebody's saying. I'm in general sensitive, and it's something I'm trying to work on. But so what I've understood is that there was a time when I felt कि यार ऐसे लोग, like even I have been spoken a little badly about something, but then I've understood कि you're actually doing something, you know, right, if people are talking about you. And I'm not saying this is negative publicity. I'm saying at least people are excited to know what you have done. And people will have critics all over the world in any field, whether it's politicians or business owners, glamour celebrities, koi cricketers. I mean, when Virat Kohli can, you know, who's such a great cricketer, when he can have so many players who are trolling him left, right, and center, trolling his wife and kids. So, hum kaun hai fir? You know, and even politicians, they have all the power in the world, but and they are using it well as well. You know, a lot of them, but you can't have control over people's emotions and hearts. What I feel is, at least in my, what I like to just sort of compartmentalize it in the sense that अगर कोई मेरे साथ अच्छा है या मेरा अगर experience अच्छा रहा है, then I tend to not get affected by what other people are saying about that person. Because somebody has been good to me, that's all that matters. Like on most occasions, that is the case. My opinion is mostly on what I have experienced, first as a citizen, and second, if I've had a chance to meet them, then how have they treated me? You know, I met Vivek Agnihotri sir also, such a huge, famous film director, Bollywood director, and yet he was so sweet, humble, down to earth, you know, and I think that's what eventually sort of matters, because and that's how you build a reputation also.
आपका दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट को लेके भी एक ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट है. Can you explain about that?
So I was helping Delhi Airport promote all of their sustainable initiatives, and they were participating in a global, like an international award for, I think, the most sustainable airport or the best airport, aisa kuch. And so I was invited by GMR to talk about their sustainable initiatives that are you know being implemented, whether it's waste recycling, उनका सारा waste recycle होता है, उनका सारा पानी recycle होता है. They have menstrual cups instead of just pads. You know, they were vending outside the women's washroom. They don't have tissues and washroom के अंदर. You know, so बहुत ही and काफी उनका साफ सुथरा इतना रहता है. Their landscaping is on point. So I think so that's what I was helping them promote and talking about that on my platform, and so that they could sort of eventually participate in the global competition there.
Okay. Also, Arushi, India's new solar energy scheme. This is something that people are very unaware about. I want कि थोड़ा ही सही, but you give knowledge so that basic knowledge इस scheme के बारे में हर एक इंसान को हो. एक basic idea they have that.
When the Sri Ram Mandir was built inaugurated abhi, so जब पूजा हुई थी तो उसके बाद सो राम आई थिंक आई डोंट नो इफ माय इंटरप्रिटेशन इज करेक्ट बट दे
Hmm.
chose that day itself to launch the scheme,
Hmm.
the Indian government. And I think it's also because Ramji was a Suryavanshi, like he
Hmm.
was a descendant of Surya Devta.
Hmm.
And उसी दिन उन्होंने ये स्कीम लॉन्च करी कि
Hmm.
प्रधानमंत्री सूर्योदय योजना स्कीम, जिसमें है कि आपका if you are installing a solar panel at your home, then you are allowed, you will be getting like 40% subsidy on
Oh.
that particular, yeah, that
Hmm.
particular panel. And they have similar things for EV as well. Like if you're buying
Hmm.
an electric vehicle, then you have tax rebates as well. तो मेरे
Hmm.
घर पे सोलार है
Hmm.
नागपुर में, एंड हमने पैनल लगवाया था आई थिंक 1.5 साल पहले, and
Hmm.
हमारे घर पे ईवी भी है, तो
Hmm.
हमारा खर्चा कुछ होता ही नहीं है. लाइक इट वाज अ
Hmm.
वन टाइम सेटअप कॉस्ट फॉर द पैनल.
Hmm.
And yes, it was quite expensive at the time,
Hmm.
but, and I know it's not affordable for everybody, but
Hmm.
now, fortunately, because of this initiative, a lot of upper middle class families can also afford this.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, and the wealthy too can definitely afford it.
Hmm.
So, but you know, वही है कि so many people, like lots of wealthy families in our country, they still don't understand who, for them, that the amount it takes to install a panel, for them that is the amount they spend on a bag in a day.
Right.
So, but they
Hmm.
still don't have solar at home. And I'm not saying
Hmm.
don't spend on other things, but I'm saying इसमें भी आप कर लो spend, because this is overall better for the planet.
Hmm.
So, अगर आपके लिए affordable है, you should definitely, you know, install a panel. And not just that, you can
Hmm.
sign up on their website. And जो इस scheme की website है, उस पे आप sign up करके, they will come and install it for you. So,
Oh.
you
Hmm.
know, can
Hmm.
sign up for the subsidy. They will give you some guidance on vendors and you know, आप कहाँ पे आपको लगाना है, because हम
Hmm.
पैनल हम बस फोटोज देखते हैं वो ऐसे ऐसे है, but
Right.
installing
Hmm.
it is a task. Sometimes ऐसा भी होता है कि आपका ही नहीं है पैनल के लिए.
Hmm.
So, which is why you need some guidance, and it's great कि now the
Right.
Indian government is only giving you that person directly who will come home, see everything, set it up for you, and ऊपर से आपको subsidy भी मिल रही है 40% की. 40% is a huge amount.
And if you
हमारी
are,
तो एक साल से कोई बिजली नहीं आई, घर में बिल ही नहीं आया हम लोग का कोई, ₹0.
it's good. You are using
And
that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and our EV also, we charge it at home. Like we use a
Hmm.
MG EV, and MG वालों ने हमारा वो charging point भी घर पे ही लगाया था. So
Hmm.
I'm saying हमारा वो भी एक extra additional like electricity requirement है, but तब भी कोई बिल नहीं आता है. और पेट्रोल का हमारा monthly bill पहले 50,000 आता था. Now that's come down to 0. So you know,
Great.
it's a huge saving, and you recover the cost that you have spent on a solar panel in like months, you know, literally. Ultimately, जो आपके like, and that panel has like a warranty for 20 years or something.
Hmm.
तो 20 साल का कोई headache ही नहीं है.
Like you are completely free for those 20 years.
Yeah, absolutely. And वो 20 years के बाद भी, it's not like some कुछ उखड़ने वाला है, वो उसके बाद भी they'll just do a basic maintenance and stuff. That's it.
और वो I think वो हर एक
तो
प्रोडक्ट में it is compulsory. Maintenance तो चाहिए.
Yeah, exactly. वो तो it's bound to happen. Just that इसमें 20 सालों बाद होगा. And अगर आप sure हो कि आपको कहाँ रहना है, तो you know, आजकल हैदराबाद में, I'm from Hyderabad actually, but I stay in Nagpur. So हैदराबाद में भी lots of you know, commercial and private buildings, वहाँ पे mandatory हो गया है to use solar as their electricity requirement. So which is I think great. दुबई में तो it's a मतलब कोई, मुझे तो लगता है दुबई में एक्सपो सिटी भी जब मैं गई थी for the conference, कहीं भी बिजली यूज ही नहीं हो रही थी. There was a whole structure which they had made out of solar panels. पूरा conference was completely eco-friendly. Like I would say it was almost carbon neutral, because पानी भी हमें वो bottles में मिल रही थी, glass bottles में, instead of glass bottles and tins, recycled tin.
Okay.
तो लिटरली पुराने टिन का बना हुआ, उसमें उस वाले कैन में वो हमें पानी दे रहे थे. एंड यू नो, इवन देयर वॉश बेसिन्स एंड ऑल वर मेड आउट ऑफ हे, घास के बने हुए वॉश बेसिन्स.
Great.
Yeah, so back to solar, I mean, it's a wonderful one-time investment, and now thankfully the government is making it easier for all of us.
I think educating people is one of the important thing that you can do to transfer the message. And you are doing such a great job. You are educating the people
Thank
Great.
you.
My last question to you, Arushi, is that you went to see WWE match with your husband, right? तो
Yeah,
वहां का क्या
yeah.
एक्सपीरियंस था? लड़ाई देखने में मजा आया? कैसे क्या
मुझे
था वो?
WWE के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता है,
हम्म
बट मेरा एक्सपीरियंस बहुत अच्छा था. माय
हम्म
हस्बैंड इज अ ह्यूज फैन बचपन से. ही हैज बीन राइटिंग
गॉट इट.
आर्टिकल्स ऑन, ही इज एन ऑथर, सो ही हैज बीन राइटिंग आर्टिकल्स एंड स्टफ ऑन रेसलिंग सिंस ही वाज आई थिंक 15 इयर्स ओल्ड. एंड उसका ड्रीम था कि WWE फाइनली इंडिया आ रहा है इतने सालों बाद. आई थिंक 15 साल बाद वो इंडिया आ रहा था, समथिंग लाइक
राइट.
दैट. सो इज लाइक ये तो जाना ही है. वो भी हमारे घर में, हैदराबाद में ही था. So then we immediately got the tickets and then went, and he was finally able to see all his favorite wrestlers. But I must say that, even though I didn't know much about the sport before, because I watch a lot of cricket, tennis,
Right.
even soccer and a bit of ND as well, but I haven't watched wrestling much. So मुझे बस वो पता था, द रॉक और ये सब पता था सिर्फ बचपन
Right.
में. So I really liked the atmosphere, the ambience, vibe was crazy. इतने सारे, एंड आई थिंक ऑल्सो अल्टीमेटली इंडिया का इतना नाम हुआ उस एक इवेंट से भी, बिकॉज इतने सालों बाद WWE came here.
Right.
And it was very important for them, for WWE to acknowledge their Indian fans, because उनके सबसे ज्यादा fans इंडिया में हैं.
Right.
And which is why for us it was a big delight. And then we met a wrestler as well, Veer Mahan ji, and he's Veer Mahan Bhaiya. So he actually got in touch with Nikhil, because they shared a lot of the same interests. They discovered each other on Instagram. So हम उनसे भी मिले. Then he came over to our home in Nagpur. तो
I
मतलब
saw that.
बहुत ही अच्छा overall experience था. And I ended up becoming a fan of Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, and
Oh,
some of these
great.
other people. Yeah, so
मतलब
मुझे
हस्बैंड
काफी
ने
interesting.
इंटरेस्ट जगा दिया.
Fully, पूरी
But
तरह
चलो
जगा दिया.
great.
Seth Rollins also, हाँ, I really like Seth
But
Rollins
he
as
must be
well.
very happy कि चलो मेरे लिए ही सही. But you went there and you saw the match.
Yeah, I'm very simple like that way. I really don't think too much about कि ये पसंद है या नहीं पसंद है. Everything is an experience for me. Like whether it's about trying food or watching a new sport or anything.
Right.
Like अगर ना पसंद आता तो मैं शायद बोल देती. But for me it was just a happy experience कि चलो हम कुछ live देखने जा रहे हैं. And then my husband was almost in tears when he entered the arena.
OMG, this was such a fan moment.
Yeah, he was like, वो emotional हो गया. मैंने कहा इतना तो तुम्हारी शादी में भी नहीं हुआ.
You should be like कि ये आंसू अगर मेरी शादी में निकलते मेरे को देख के, तो वो एटलीस्ट एक इंस्टा की रील मेरी बन जाती. But great. So Arushi, that's it for this podcast. See, I must say you are such a nice person. I literally love talking to you, and what you are doing for this planet, what you are doing with the steps you are taking, that is just commendable. See, छोटे छोटे steps से ही कुछ ना कुछ होगा. अगर सभी ऐसे हो जाएं कि, क्योंकि ये लोगों की सोच है. This topic is very important, हमारा क्लाइमेट चेंज, बट पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि ये इसके कितने ज्यादा साइड इफेक्ट्स हो सकते हैं आगे जाके, और हम कितने बड़े रिस्क में हम आ सकते हैं.
एग्जैक्टली.
एंड
फिर आपसे भी बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा. यू हैड वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चंस. वेरी नाइस टॉकिंग टू यू.
Thank you so much, Arushi. And once again, you are such a nice person. I really love talking to you. And one day I will meet you in person.